Nje kanjalo sesiyiqukumbele yokuqala iyure ngoku sikwamkela kweyesibini. Lena kaloku seyinkqubo-ndaba yakho esenyongweni i-Ekhaya Jikelele. Enkosi ngokuba kunye nathi ngale ntsasa. Khumbule kaloku ukuba injongo yethu mbukeli kukuthi lithi liqina ilanga. Thina sibe sele sikuthele suphe kokuqhubekayo elizweni. Uthi utshisa ingqatsi yelanga kodwa ube ucondobela phezulu. Uphangalele ngezisematheni. Mna ke ndinguNadia Dambuza.
Mna ke ndinguKhalosa Kalubisi uMadlongoti. Usathetha ngokutshisa kwelanga njalo wena Nadia. Uyawuqonda ukhumbula into yokubana ndakhe ndeva isihlobo sisithi indlela le ekutshisa ngayo ungafunga uthi sele kugwetywa yaye isihoko sisondele. Andazi ke mbukeli ubunyani balonto. Sisathetha njalo ke ngemozulu etshisayo. Ukhumbule mbukeli ukuzikhusela ngezithambisi zelanga yaye usoloko usela amanzi ukuzigcina uphilile. Kodwa ke kule iyure phakathi ke kwezinto esiza nazo ukufumana uqikelelo lwemozulu kwingingqi yakho siza kupheka kaloku nabakwa silver ndaweva amathumbu esithi nkontsho kuba ngenene sawungena kwihlelo 15 okanye ke sinaye nomdlali kamabonakude nomazela kwinkqubo uzalo odlala umlinganiswa uqhabanga ufuna ukuphoswa mbukeli kodwa ngoku masikrobise kumanqaku atshotshenxa kule iyure.
Executive Authority, having consulted widely with the Executive Council and other stakeholders, I've advised the department to stop the hosting of South African Music Awards this year.
Iphondo laKwaZulu-Natal irhoxisile ukusingathwa kweembasa zomculo zoMzantsi Afrika emva kodushe malunga nemali biza kuchithwa kulo msitho.
I suppose the start is always a good thing. I would say the most important thing is to finish well.
Kanti abemi boMzantsi Afrika bawujonge ngamehlo bomvu umdlalo wokugqibela wendebe yehlabathi yombhoxo xa ke iSpringboks zakube zikhuphana ubuntanga neNew Zealand eStade de France ngomgqibelo.
Andinanto undize kanye nkosi ndize kanye nkosi yam. Molweni makhaya, igama lam ndingu Ikhona, ndiyimvumi. Ze nihlale ke nibukele iEkhaya Jikelele apha ku-SABC Plus. Nonwabela izinto ezifana nezemidlalo, ezendaba nazo zonke ezinye izinto enizithandayo emakhaya. Ningahambi. Ukanti ke ngaphambili siye sanika ingxelo yokuba isebe lophuhliso lwezoqoqosho KwaZulu-Natal alizosingatha imbasa zomculo zoMzantsi Afrika zalonyaka. Umbutho iDemocratic Alliance kunye neAction SA balukhabe ngawo omane uxhaso oluvela kurhulumente elizingumnyinge wezigidi ezingama-20 kulo msitho i-20 million rands ngentetho evakalayo. iAction SA yade yabhalela umongameli uCyril Ramaphosa icela ukuba angenelele. Ukuva banzi ngalomba siye sikhwebu nesithethu sesebe lophuhliso loqoqosho nokhenketho eKZN uNdaba Ezinhle Sibiya uphawuleke wenjenje.
Imali ebekwe eceleni ukuxhasa ama-South African Music Awards imali ewu-20 million excluding iVAT. Imali le ezoxhasa ama-Summer Awards njengoba sazi ukuthi kusayinwe inkontileka yokuthi kusetshenziswane kule minyaka ezibe u3. Uhulumeni waZulu-Natal kakhulukazi ke umnyango lozokuthoza zomnotho unenqubo nje yokuthi ungenelele emkhakheni ehlukahlukene yezomnotho okuhlanganisa iculture and creative industry. Kuyibhadi ke futhi ke kuyishwa ukuthi ke kukhona abezepolitiki abafana ne-Action SA no-Democratic Alliance abakhona ekuthenini akufanele amaciko ala KwaZulu-Natal asimame, akufanele ukuthi ezokuvakasha isimame, akufanele KwaZulu-Natal ithuthuke kwezomnotho, akufanele abantu bakwala KwaZulu-Natal bajabule bamukele ivakashi njengoba sazi ukuthi bezoba u-4,000 ivakashi ebizoqhamuka kuma-province ahlukahlukene. Ungqongqoshe ka uSibonisa Duma uphinde wacacisa ukuthi ke uzoqhubeka asebenzisana ne-recording industry stroke South Africa uqinisekisa ukuthi uyathuthukiswa umkhakha wezomculo nomkhakha wezongcebeleka. Ngaso sonke isikhathi kuyabhekwe kuhulumeni kubhekwe eminyangweni ehlukahlukene ukuthi imali zimi kanjani. Kwesinye isikhathi kuyatholakala ukuthi khona imali engeke izisebenze le ezogcina isibuyiselwe kuhulumeni kazwelonke. Ingakho ke kwenziwe lento ekuthiwa environment kubheka ukuthi kususwe imali ngalaze iswe ngala. Okubalekile efayisi sicacisa ukuthi kungudukisa nje umphakathi ukwakha isithombe sokuthi kukhona ukuxhashazwa kwezimali, ukwakha isithombe sokuthi kukhona indlela engahambi kahle yokusetshenziswa kwezimali, kudicelela phansi nje isithunzi semboni yezokuvakasha, ukuphinde kuqanjwe amanga kuthiwe kusetshenziswa 28 million. Uyabona nje ukuthi la kwakhiwa isithombe sokukhankasa, kusetshenziswa amaciko, kusetshenziswa indlela yokuthi abantu bala KwaZulu-Natal nase South Africa yonke baxovane.
Ucimicimi uza kubuya namhlanje emva kwethuba elingangeveki lokugacinywa kombane. U-Eskom uthi inqanaba lokuqala lokucinywa kombane liza kuphinda liqalise ngentsimbi yesine namhlanje kude kube ngentsimbi yesihlanu kusasa ngomso. Iza kuphinda inqunyanyiswe kwakhona kude kube intsimbi yesine emva kwemini.
Ityala lobuqhophololo elijongene nowayesakuba ngumongameli uJacob Zuma kwakunye nenkampani yezixhobo zaseFrance eTales liza kubuyela enkundleni namhlanje eMgungundlovu.
Owayengumongameli wezwe uMnumzane uZuma kulindeleke ukuthi afake esinye isicelo sokuthi asuswe ecaleni lakhe umshushisi uAdvocate Billy Downer. Isicelo sikaZuma sasekuqaleni yasichitha inkantolo ephakeme yaseMgungundlovu ngesikhathi ke umehluleli waleli cala kusengoPete Gun. Nenkantolo futhi ephakeme yokudluliswa kwamacala yakhipha isinqumo esifanayo kanjalo neyomthetho sisekelo. Ungoti wezomthetho uthi abameli baZuma kumele ke babeke izizathu ezintsha phambi kwenkantolo uma befuna ahoxe uDowner kuleli cala.
Only difference noma mhlawumbe umehluko okhona ekuqaleni kokuthi lifika leli cala ngaphansi kwaJudge Gun yalingekho icala uAdvocate Billy Downer ibhekane nawo. Manje sesiyinkantolo ekhona icala elinecase number abhekane nalo asa prosecutor noma sashushiswa khona uformer president uMsholozi.
Uzikelala uthi uqulwa kwaleli cala elimayelana nesivumelwano sokuthengwa kwesikhali zezwe kungase kuqale ngonyaka ozayo uma ngabe seziphothulwe zonke izinqumo malungana ke nesicelo sikaZuma. NginguSimphiwe Makhanya wezindaba ze-SABC.
Sikhulule umpu sazenzela isikila mkhuba eLewiston eMelika sabulela abantu abangama-22 kwenzakala abangama-50. Amapolisa akhuphe imifanekiso yomrhanelwe osagcwele amathafa kuvakala ukuba le ndoda ivule imbumbulu kwiindawo ezintathu.
Elinye ipolisa lixelele inkundla ephakamileyo ePitoli ukuba umrhanelwa wesibini kwityala lokubulawa kukaSenzo Meyiwa uBongani Ntanzi walivuma ityala ngomhla we-19 kuJuni ka-2020.
Lieutenant Colonel Solomon Rapado uthi wafonela umphenyi ukuba azosiza ngokuvuma icala kukaBongani Ntanzi estation samaphoyisa eMorocco eSoweto. uRapado uthi amalungelo omsulwa wesibili wafundela wona waze wabuza ukuthi uyamfuna yini ummeli uma esenza isitatimende. uNtanzi ke wanqaba ukutholela ummeli.
And further asking whether he's been promised or he's been enticed in anyhow to make the statement to me. He said no, he was never enticed.
Abameli baphosela inselelo okusolwa ukuthi ukuvuma icala bathi uNtanzi waphoqa ukucikica amaphepha ayevele esekhona estation samaphoyisa eMorocco.
The accused was forced to make a confession.
Was forced to make a confession.
That's correct, my lord. Was assaulted in the presence of the witness that is coming to testify.
uRapado uzoqhubeka nokuthola ubufakazi kusasa.
Inkokheli ye-DA uJohnston Yezen uxake umasipala i-Enoch Mgijima kwiphondo laseMpuma Koloni ngokuxabisa inkcitho-mali enganyanzelekanga.
Ibala lezemidlalo ilesintini nelingundaba mlonyeni into nje engenamsebenzi nangona kwachithwa izigidi zerandi ekwakhiweni kwalo. uStien Hazen uthi ayithetheleleki into yokuchitha imali enkulu kwiphulo elingasebenziyo.
You got 15 million rand spent here when you could have built a project that really made a daily difference in everybody's life here in terms of access to water, clean, accountable and government that delivers water. Instead, clearly a project here where somebody or a group of people have made a great deal of money.
Bahlali bakuKomani bavakalise ukungaxoli ngeemeko abaphila kuzo.
Inkcitha xesha le yenziwe phaa kwesa stadium benze nje imomishi yento engekhoyo ngoba ngesasilungiselelwe amanzi.
Iinzame zokufumana iimpendulo kumasipala i-Enoch Mgijima ziwe phantsi ukanti isebe lentsebenziswano norhulumente weMpuma Koloni lachonga inkampani yamagqwetha ukuba iphande izityholo zokusetyenziswa gwenxa kwemali kweli phulo. Isebe lithi ingxelo yophando yagqitywa ze yanikwa lowo wayengumphathiswa uXolile Nqatha kodwa ke ayikachazwa eluntwini. Ndingulobaba Dada kwiindaba ze-SABC kuKomani.
Unobhala Jikelele wezizwe ezimanyeneyo Antonio Guterres uthi ingxelo yakhe malunga nongquzulwano kwibhunga lezokhuseleko izolo litolikwa ngendlela engeyiyo.
I am shocked by the misrepresentations by some of my statement yesterday in the Security Council as if I was justifying acts of terror by Hamas. This is false. It was the opposite. In the beginning of my intervention yesterday, I clearly stated, and I quote, I have condemned unequivocally the horrifying and unprecedented 7 October acts of terror by Hamas in Israel. Nothing can justify the deliberate killing, injuring and kidnapping of civilians or the launching of rockets against civilian targets. End quote. Indeed, I spoke of the grievances of the Palestinian people. And in doing so, I also clearly stated, and I quote, but the grievances of the Palestinian people cannot justify the appalling attacks by Hamas, end quote. And then I went on with my intervention referring all my positions on all aspects of the Middle East crisis. I believe it was necessary to set the record straight, especially out of respect to the victims and to their families. Thank you.
Kanti ke mbukeli kwezinye indawo kushushu kakhulu, kwezinye sibona izikhukhula, kwezinye ke kuyabanda. Phambi kokuba uphume ke endlini nalu uqikelelo lwemozulu oluqulunqwe kaloku ngabasasazi be-SABC. Mbukelo sabukele Ekhaya Jikelele. Khumbula kaloku besitshilo eqaleni kwenkqubo basiniphathela ezihamba phambili. Nangoku ke sinayo i-celebrity yethu esiyazi kakhulu. Umdlali kamabonakude uSiyabonga Shibe usungule inkqubo yokufundisa nokuxhobisa ababhali bemidlalo kumabonakude abasakhasayo. Kuza kubakho inkampu eza kuthatha iintsuku ezisixhenxe ukuya kwiintsuku ezili-14. Ukhokhela abathabathi xaxheba ngamahlandnyuka kushishino lwefilimu. Sinaye ke apha namhlanje uza kusixelela banzi ngalo nkqubo. Siyabonga masikubulise sikwamkele ngalentseni.
Hayi ngibingelele nasemakhaya.
Masithethe ngale nkqubo. Before sithethe ngenkqubo kuqala, siyakwazi sikwazela kumabonakude kudala sakubona eziTVini zethu udlala imidlalo etshintsheneyo eyahlukeneyo. Kodwa sicela nje ukwazi ngawe wena nje siqu ngaphandle kwecharacters ozidlalileyo.
Kanti ke mina nje ngingumfana nje wakhula wazalelwa eMlazi. Wakhulela khona eThekwini. Ngase ngiyahamba ngiyofundela wona lo mkhakha ngisemncane kakhulu ke ngena lo mkhakha ngangila ko 8 years nginentshisekelo and then ngase ngiyahamba ngiyofunda ke esikoleni ngangena esikoleni ngine subject ye drama wasuka lapho ngaya eNatal Technical ngaleso sikhathi manje sekuyi DUT ke kusho ukuthi lapha sengireveala neage yami ukuthi ngingakanani ngiyofundela wona lo mkhakha engikubona mina nje ngingubaba wengane ezimbili yimi nje simple collected and umuntu opassionate ngempela ke when it comes to la kule industry lo mkhakha lesibona.
Siyayibona nepassion yakho ngoba ngokukuthiwa usungula inkqubo yokufundisa.
Ngicabanga ukuthi lokho kubalekile ukuthi sikwenze ngoba nami uma ngabe ngisafunda etertiary ngangifuna lonto ukuthi uma ngabe sengiphuma etertiary kube khona ukuthi umuntu ozongicathuzisa kwezomkhakha lo uku-actor nezamafilimu. Ngibona ukuthi lokho into ebalekile ngoba ningi abantu abafunayo uku-actor abafunayo uku-understanda ngendaba zamafilimu namadrama television kodwa uthola ukuthi ke abanazo indlela ukuthi lezo zinto zifezeke. Uthola ukuthi mhlambe nasemakhaya abanayo imali engako ukuthi ababafake ematertiary. So ngingena lapho ke mina ekuthenini ngikwazi ukuthi ngibalethe ngiba train ngiba coach. I call it coaching because it's an interaction yabo so that they understand more about ukulontuza uku-actor about uku-director ukubhala nokuproducer konke nje ngoba leyo nto I think kubalekile abantu abaningi basuke bebona ukuthi hayi no ngifuna mina ukuvela phambili ngibe i-actor akhohle ukuthi nasemumva kukhona o cameraman kukhona ama director of photography kukhona producing kukhona ababhali. So ila ngena khona ke ukuthi mina ngikwazi ukuthi ngibacacisele ukuthi kulomkhakha kuningi okukhona nokwenzakalayo.
Akupheli ngokuvela nje.
Awupheli ngokuvela nje.
Siyabonga kule nkqubo yakho uyabafundisa mhlambi ngezezimali because i-actors ezininzi ziyezikhala into bana sasebenza asafumana imali efanelekileyo kwaye abayazi bayephi kanye imali efanelekileyo. Mhlambi ndingathi ngesingesi they don't know their worth.
Yes.
Do you teach them izinto ezinjalo?
Uyabona ngiyazama ngempela ukuthi leyo nto ngi-emphasize ukuthi wena njengomuntu nje obuzile la uzofunda uku-actor uzofunda ngamafilimu wena self you are a brand. So you must always protect that brand. Wazi ukuthi wena uyibusiness wena msalofu yabo ukuze leyo nto lezongena ezingqondweni zabantu. Mengena lento ezingqondweni zabantu uzokwazi ukuthi okay impilo yami fanele ngiyiphile kanjani. Okay ama savings wami fanele ngisave kanjani. Azi ukuthi kwesinye isikhathi kuzoba khona la kuzobe kuthula khona ngingenawo umsebenzi. So lokhu onako ephaketheni kufanele wazi ukuthi kuzokusustain kuqhubeka kangakanani. And ngiya-emphasize ke futhi ke family values.
Yes.
Ukuthi lento ibalekile ukuthi ungathi ngoba ke usuphumelele usuyi-act usuyibona usuyi-celebrity and then mase uyaqala ukhukhumala ukhoshe chomela abantu leyo nto leyo ngiya-emphasize kakhulu kulabantu engibacoachayo ukuthi no ayingabi njalo.
in fact ufuneka ibe the other way.
Kufanele uzithobe. Yabona ayikho awulimali ndawo ngokuzithoba.
Ngoba kaloku abalandeli bakho ngabo ababakusupportayo, ingabo abakuxhasayo ukuze unyuke nezinga lakho.
Akunjalo nje.
Ingaba ke bakhona osobachongile for le program yakho okanye kusezawukhethwa. Kwaye kukhethwa njani?
Le program yami ukuthi uma ngabe ungena la kuma workshops lawa esiwenzayo. We develop a script as well. When we develop a script sizosebenzisa bona labantu laba khona kule program yethu ukuthi ba acte, abanye babe part of producing, abanye babe part of directing, and then they shadow ama directors who are prominent, who are in a professional environment already. So kuyimanje kukhona uphawu ifilm eqhamukile from the whole workshop ukuthi okay idevelopwe ishootwe, which is yonke esiyenzayo manje siyayishootha using labantu laba vele esenza nabo ama workshop.
Okay.
Le nto le ibanikeza ugqozu, confidence nesipiliyoni ngoba sibalekile isipiliyoni kule industry esikuyona. And manje uma ngabe uzosibamba isipiliyoni kusala usafunda leyo nto le izokubeka ebangeni elikhulu ngokuzayo. Uzokwazi ukuthi uma ngabe usungena on a mainstream it becomes easier. Ufika ne confidence ungazo intimidate osiyabonga shibe laphayana bedressile laphayana bezo auditiona for a part. Fanele ungene na uzazi ukuthi hayi no ngisithembile usiyabonga shibe la hayi uzohlehla kancane. Iyona into ke esizama ukuthi siyenze ke as iDream Up Productions kuona lama workshops.
Ucima mhlambi ezi program ezinjena zibaluleke kangakanani ku industry yonke iphela?
Kubalekile uyazi ziningi yazi izomangala kulama workshops ukuthi kuqhamuka izitori eziningi kangakanani. Kuyabonakala ukuthi iSouth Africa kahle ziningi izitori ezingakatshelwa ezingakakhonjiswa komabona kude, izitori lezi ezidingakalayo ukuthi zitshele umphakathi uzazi and be proud ukuthi we are South Africans, we are telling our own stories. Zibhalwa yithina, zidirectwa yithina, ziproducedwa yithina ukuze iindustry yethu ukwazi ukuthi ikhule. Ibalekile ngempela ke leyo ukuze sikhulise iindustry yethu yala eSouth Africa.
Okay, masithethe ke ngokuya phambili nale nkqubo yakho. Ingaba zikhona ezinye izinto mhlambi esinozilindela?
Kakhulu. Kakhulu. Kuningi esikuphethe. Njengoba manje nje wangisasho nje besishutha uphawu sesoqeda nalo ukushutha. Emva kwaloko obviously sesifaka nakhona kuma channels lawa relevant ama broadcasters maningi namanye ama film that we are working on, and some of them are already ready. To be shot, to be developed, to be, showcased. So kuningi okuzoqhamuka lana and liningi talente abantu abaningi abasazolibona because kubalekile ukuthi usiyabonga shibe wafika la kule industry 24 years ago. Yabo kubalekile nami ukuthi ngikwazi ukuthi ngisuse omunye usiyabonga shibe ole ezansi ngimsimamise ukuze naye enze kanjalo. We need to it's a life cycle. We need to we need to pass the bait. We need to do that.
Shibe uthetha kamnandi ingathi yonke into ihamba kakuhle. Azikho challenges okudibane nazo apha kule nkqubo okanye zeziphi ngoba challenges hlala zikhona. Zeziphi challenges othe udibane nazo okanye mhlawumbi izinto zakho nyani ke zachebeleka
Hey, akhona ama challenges. Uthola ukuthi umuntu they come for our workshop, they say okay siyabonga siyacela to be part of iDream Up Productions loma workshops la. And then you're like okay, it's fine, come in. But now lo womuntu self akasawa attend ama workshops. So now uma ngabe sengasawa attend ama workshops seqala manje sesishootha thina lawo mafilm lawo esiwashuthayo usefuna ukube part of it. This is where I put my foot down and then I say no, you are not serious. Kusho ukuthi uze la kule industry for wrong reasons. Kusho ukuthi uze la kule industry for fame. So once you are uze la for fame, kusho ukuthi it's a wrong picture already. So you need to attend ama workshop just like wonke umuntu from the beginning, the middle to the end. You can't just come now and say ngifuna ukuvela nami
njengoba usibona isiqhubeko
ngoba usibona isiqhubeka manje and you like ngifuna nami ungena ke manje and enye into challenge engizoyisho nje i challenge of finance. You know, we need support, financial support, you know, one way or the other, because uthola ukuthi kwesinye isikhathi umuntu wenza lento because une passion. So manje ugcina esengena kuphi ephaketheni lakhe. And iphakethe liyabhoboka bakwethu, alikho iphakethe lingabhoboki. Kakhulu. So I challenge yona ke leyo. And of course, ukunokha to certain broadcasters and say, hey, nayi ilentuza ifilime nginayo, here's a concept engiyiphethe, so ngiyacela ukuthi ningivulele umnyango ukuze ukwazi labantu laba engibacoachayo to be known, to be relevant. So we need those things ukuthi zibe khona, ukuthi uma bekwesinye isikhathi ungqongqoze iminyango nje ivuleke ngaphandle kwezinto ezithize. Yeah.
Ohleliyo ke ngoku ekhaya ubukeleyo ngoku othi ay nami ndiyayifuna mani lento vela kumabona kude, ungamcebisa uthini okanye angaqala phi okanye mhlawumbe yeyiphi iadvice onayo for yena?
Okokuqala fanele ube nothando lwento, ungayenzi into ngoba ubona umuntu next door eyenza mase ucabanga ukuthi ke nawe ke kufanele uyenze. Fanele ube nothando layo, hayi uthando nje kuphela, fanele ube ne-passion, yabo, ube serious ngayo. Uyifunde. Abantu abaningi basuke badideke ngokuthi uma besikhuluma thina ukuthi you need to go to school, we not asikhulumi nje kuphela ngama tertiary institutions, yabo, ngoba kukhona ama community theaters, you know, kufanele wena usihlanganise nalabo bantu, uzitraine wena, so that you will know your mindset uma ngabe ngempela inentshisekelo ukuthi ingene kule industry, then uzokwazi ukuthi ucope rather than ukuthi ungenele industry la nje bakishile ekuqaleni for fame. You know, don't worry, fame will come, but first it needs to be here. You know, it needs to be here. You need to persevere. It is very hard kulo mkhakha kakhulu ngoba uthi umuhamba uyongena kuma audition uthola abantu abayi-50 lapho ni auditionela i-role A1. Yabo, mase uyachafa. Mina always say ke ngithi uma ngabe mina ngingayitholanga leyo role, kusho ukuthi ke kukhona umuntu othize oyideservayo. Leyo nto should never ever crush you, you know, because it's going to be difficult to come back up once you are crushed.
Uphinde uye kwenye audition elandelayo ngoba uzokuthi afile phelile amandla. Hayi kodwa unyanisile akukho lula. Ayikho lula le industry sikuyo.
Yes.
Bakhona mhlawumbe abanye abantu osebenza nabo kule nkqubo yakho?
Ngike ngisebenze ke njiba ngisho nje as a coach abantu ngifuna ukuthi baqhubeke bakhuphuke. Ke ngisebenze nama professional directors, you know, abanye ngizomention just a few. MQ is a well-renowned director. Ufikile has just won, you know, a SAFTA. So ibona abantu that assist me, even my fellow actors as well. They come and bafake nabo imbono yabo, bafake their own skills to these people that we are trying to upgrade, you know. Kanti kulula nje thina, you know, angazi noma ke inamba ngayishiya nje, inamba ethi 063 018 2007. Lapho kuzokwazi ukuthi usithole khona.
Baxhumane nawe khona. Sabanga masipulela kakhulu ngexesha lakho. Cela uphinde inamba nje okugqibela.
063 018 2007.
Enkosi.
Thank you.
Nkosi uvukile uzofika ekhaya Jikelele.
Asekwajwayeleka sishutha ngabo 4 ekseni so.
Yeah. Hayi sifisela konke okuhle uqhubele phambili intinga takandini. Lokho ke mbukeli ibingu siyabonga Shibe umdlali kamabona kude. Sinabisela kaloku banzi ngenkqubo yakhe yokufundisa nokuxhobisa ababhali benkqubo zikamabona kude abasakhasayo. Siyabuya nokunye okuninzi siphathele into ezimnandi emva kwevenkile. Ungaqusha lazi.
Enkosi ngokuhlala nathi nisasibukele apha ekhaya Jikelele. Kanti ngokumbukeli singena kwisiqendu esisithandayo sonke apha ekhaya Jikelele. Nawe mbukeli ewe kaloku yizibondiwe. Kanti ke isilver platter licebo elize nabantu abatsha kuquka umseki walo usiyabonga phakathi noyinzalelwane yase Lady Smith kwiphondo laKwaZulu Natal nokhuleleke pha eAlexandra. Kanti ke yena unokhanya Sithole yena uzalelwe eGoli waze wakhulela eHillbrow. Okanti ke nomushe Magula uzalelwe wakhulela eTzanini eLimpopo. Usiya noKhanya ke bagqibe izifundo zabo zokupheka e-International Hotel School kanti ke yena umushe wagqiba isidanga sakhe se-BA Communications kwi-University yaseLimpopo waze wenza i-honors zakhe kwi-University yasePitoli. Esizithathu ke sinoxanduva oluhlukileyo kule nkampani. Usiya noKhanya bona bajonge indlela ukutya okulungiswa ngayo ukuva ke ngakumbi balapha e-studio kwaye baza kuvelisa iziqhamo eziliqela ngaphakathi kwinkampani. Umushe yena ke ugxile kwinkampani nendlela enxibelelana ngayo nabo incedisa nabo ngaphandle. Balapha ke namhlanje e-studio ukusibonisa uhlobo lokutya abakwenzayo. Masinibulise sinamtyele ekhaya Jikelele. Sibambe ngazibini ngokuba niye nathatha ithuba lokuba nabelena nathi namhlanje. Hey manibulise nokutya because wow hey niyaphila nizawuphila apha ngaphakathi ku-stomach. Chef Mushe ndifuna uqala ngawe because ndiyabona into yokubana niyikhombo emnandi. Kukho i-KZN, kukho iGauteng, kukho iLimpopo. Ungathi mhlawumbe this is your secret to success apho sinamaphondo ohlukileyo?
Good choice of a word, the secret to success, you know, because it helps us. Each of us has grew up in a different community, right? Yeah. And we know that the communities that we grow from, they shape our perception of the world and how we view the world and realities around us, which really help us when we come to the audience targeting and normally when we are reaching out to customers, right? That when we are conducting our products, we then look at from our different frame of references and say, what would this community of people perceive of our meal that we're trying to make? And maybe when we're trying to market it even better, that we then say, how can we position this meal better for them, right?
Wow.
So now, you were saying that our friend Sia has grew up in KZN, some part of him in Alex, she grew up in Gauteng, part of her in Hillbrow, I grew up in Tzaneen, part of me, in Limpopo there. So we bring this different perspective to create one character, to target different characters of audience, or rather the potential customers that we are trying to do. So yes, it's a secret to our success that we have a different perspective towards one common goal.
I like that, having different perspectives, you know. Omnyusuke Gauteng, omnyusuke KwaZulu-Natal, omnyusuke Limpopo. Into ethi nyani when it comes to reaching your audience already, sele nisazi into bana kweli cala bathanda oku. So ibe ikhombo emnandi. You spoke of reaching i-audiences zenu. Ndiyarhalela ukwazi into bana what sort of marketing strategies enizenzayo ukuze kube kanti niyafikelela eluntwini?
Understanding our current capacity right now, and then the kind of market that we can be able to service. We know we're living in a digital age. Everybody expects us to be digitally and stuff like that, okay? It's fine, but normally the strategy that we're using now, it's called plain folk technique. In a sense that I was saying we have different perspective into this thing. When we know that we're making, maybe there's a steak there. Some prefer iputu or some sort, but our side would prefer maybe ipapa, a normal one. Some would prefer tingi like that, okay? So the strategy we're using, it's a plain folk technique. We approach similar people based on what interests them. And then we haven't really been mostly on socials, but we do direct engagement. We may, for example, we go to a local store, maybe a tavern, and say, look, you have people drinking here, we have food being cooking there. If they're being hungry, let's put up a poster, let them order in a group, we can deliver here for free. You know?
Amazing.
Something of like sort. So maybe see how he likes referring to them as Ezangagivo. There by the hostels. We just go there and say, no man, after driving taxis, you know, it's a challenge.
It's a long day.
Yeah, man, we can cook something together and just bring that for you then to enjoy while you get home. So that's normally the strategy that we use. What is common to them, we then present it to them. Then we attract them in that way. Then we build a long-lasting relationship based off the common interest.
And then the because I mean uchintobana nenza direct marketing and ngoku sikwelinye ixesha le social media, but abanye abantu they still prefer, especially endawo zikhankanyayo or hostela bono social media banawo. So xa niqonqoza nisithi hayibo naku kwenzeka nansi inyama, and ikhona into eshotayo apha kuni Eastern Cape ayikho apha, ingathi nami ndizawungena, and then ndiyayithanda ngoba ivele yangqamana ngqo lenyama kuba phana sibaninzi pha enyameni. And ndifuna ukuza kuwe chef Sia ukutya njengoko ekhankanyile into yokubana nenza direct marketing and already ndithe xa ndibona ukutya amehlo wam seyigqibile atya because kuyahlihlizela kuya-appetizer kuyahlihlizela. Ndifuna ukuqonda into yobana njengokuba ninale ndawo yokutyela, how big is your demand?
I-demand ethu inkulu ngale ndlela yokuthi we cater for our nearest hostel, and then there's a clinic laphana esikhetherala nayo, and then there is isikolo in and around Alex, so we cater for everyone. So I'm a pop-up, we do functions, boardroom meeting, whether it's a funeral or anything. We meet the demands of the customer. So whatever that is food related, we cater and deliver.
We cater, we deliver. Ingwiqisela iginyile already. And noku ndiyaqonda obana liyakhula ishishini njengoko sitsho into yobana alimanga. And ndiyabona nalapha njengoba nizile uba kukutya okuhlukileyo, kukho inyama, kukho isteak, kukho ivoroso, kukho ikota. Ungathi mhlawumbe preferably kwii-clients zenu enizipha ukutya ngeyiphi abayithanda kunene oqonda uba le jonga funeke nakanjani xa siyenza ikota funeke sisenze mhlambe zibe 10 within 5 minutes. Ngeyiphi ethandwa kunene?
Esikhathini esiningi i-clientele yethu prefer into enenyama. So esikhathini esiningi burgers nama-platter njengoba sikenzele i-meat platter lapho, because it's easy to make, it's quick and it's filling. So yona into abantu abancimela esikhathini esiningi. But when it comes to ikota yaziwa wonke umuntu noma inguphi ongaya khona. So what we do is we try to make it sophisticated enough for them to be like, yo, sophisticated. You say ikota, we bringing classy to us.
And then ithanda le sophistication othetha ngayo kuba ndiyayibona nale of which xa sewusithela thupha into yobana uphethe nto namhlanje ndiyathanda usinabele because hey ndiyayibona uba ihonjisiwe inalanto igreen xa hey ifundile lena ikota private school.
Yeah, no, we try to accommodate nama eating habits abantu, ama dietary preferences. So ikota yethu namhlanje, it's got lettuce at the bottom with toasted bread, and then we have some chakalaka, traditional style. Yeah, we're keeping it gassy. Safagama chips, izambane is a must always. Bring a few patties, ibegen, cheese ganjalo, sfagi kanda, top it up with evo, and then close it off with the toasted slice.
And siyaqonda bana ukutya okunje okubambejembeje kube ngathi kuba namafutha kuba neza health risk. Nenza njani uqinisekisa into bana as much as kuyikota nizawuquba izinto ezahlukileyo but also ikhona la element ebalulekileyo apho nizawukwazi into bana nifake izakhamzimba njengoko nibona into bana kukhona the greens, your avos zikhona.
You know, esikhathini samanje we have so many ways to make healthy food taste good.
Yeah.
From the type of oil we use, from the butter we use, non-stick. So to accommodate health restrictions but still make your food taste really good. So we'd go for herbs, we'd use pink salt, coarse pepper instead of things that are just overly manufactured.
Okay, so into lele phakwi oil olisebenzayo, i-herbs and your pink salt. So ungakwazi ukutya ewe kube hlafu kamnandi at the same time kube healthy.
Less calories, yes.
Ndifuna chef siya uzele kweli cala lenyama. Hey level sijonge kumngqa.
Personal.
Kweli cala ngapha?
Okay, this side we have a grilled steak chopped up in a mushroom sauce. And then we have a salsa and a sriracha sauce. We have a traditional chakalaka. And we have a coleslaw. We're serving this ngama chips. Starch you can choose your own, whether it's pap, chips or mash. It doesn't really matter.
Ndanyena kanye enqatheni. Kwela cala sinantoni?
We have a Boerewors roll, classic hot dog with cheese sauce, a mixture of 3 different types of sauces to enhance the flavor, served with a side of chips or a salad depending on your preference. And we have some sriracha sauce on the side.
I'm Nandi. Ndiyakhala ukwazi into bana yabona xa usendlini uye uthathe ixesha elininzi uprepareishe mhlambe over 30 minutes and ngoku sine load shedding kufumanisa into bana ufuna ukuthi qhwi ukhawulezise but nina niyakwazi ukwenza into ni prepare within 30 minutes. How is that possible?
Oh well, as consider load shedding sebenzisa i-gas. So masebenzisa i-gas, deep fryer or i-grill, it's easy, it's healthy, inyama khona iphuma fast. Yes, gas stove ne grill.
And then also, we try to make quick and easy, convenient ways to prepare our food. So we're coming up with, we're going to give you something on social media to say how to make a nice quarter grill in under 30 minutes.
Yes.
You know, throw in a little surprise.
So it's a surprise, and it's up.
We're going to give you a secret recipe, how to make this in like under 30, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Under 30. Wow. And when it comes to sauces, ngaba nine sauces zenu, nine spices zenu, ithini?
We make our sauces.
Yes, we do make our own sauces from cheese sauce, a green mamba or smoky mayo and sriracha sauce. So wonke la sauce lawa sazenzela from scratch. Ne aioli sauces yayenza.
And I mean, we actually up when mushe chefs into bana nizenzela sauces, nizenzela herbs. And why is that important? No man sulanga ndithi nisabuya. Sisazowenza omnibus benzathi nje ama highlights. So mushe enkosi kodwa. Mushe, I mean, why is it important as a business nikwazi into bana niziqalele izinto zenu, like having your own sauces, having your own spices? Because I mean, lonto ndiyaqiniseka into bana I create a brand image.
Right. So our over and above brand image, right? We need to diversify our streams of income become a sustainable business. Okay. Having these secret sources, also we can also put them on the market and sell them for another price. So it's one. I'm just looking at it at that angle. From the chef's perspective, they're looking at it to say, no, we want to make our own unique taste, right? But when coming to the business administration, I'm then focusing and say, no man, we need to diversify our streams of income. So that's how we then look at it. Right.
Yo, akusemnandi ukutya kwenu. Nifumane kaphi umuntu xa ethi jonga ndifuna ukundwendwela okanye mhlawumbe ikampani yam ndifuna nichwechwele nize ngasemnyango kunento esihlanganisayo?
Well, our physical address was 4th Avenue of Meyer near Women's Hostel. And then our socials.
On Instagram, we are silverplatter __. So it's silverplatter__.
So mntu uzifumanela lena into xa ifika phaya.
Yes, definitely. And then we do have a WhatsApp business line with a catalog if you require catering for certain events, umshado, into enjalo, but siyatholakala nasocingweni.
Yes, but food is medicine. Bekunento ibilapha. Yayibona biyehla ngoku, and I mean ningathi mhlambe intoni lantu inye umuntu ozothi angene apha kwinantsika yenu aphume ngasafani?
Well, we serve ama meals are unique. So if you're looking for the taste of summer, the place to come is go Silver Plate.
Yeah,
and we have an event on the 4th of November. It will be hosted at 4th Avenue near the Women's Hostel. At a maze bar and lounge.
Hopefully, yes, invite us here, pa.
This is your official invite.
Sizoya. It's on you, ne?
Well,
we'll
have to discuss
maybe.
Okay. Siyabuleka kakhulu ngokuba nisindwendwele kwaye sinqonelela konke kuhle ngokutya kwenu. Hey, okugenyisa ingwiqo. Umuntu esajonge ngamehlo seletyile and yayithanda kakhulu nalento bana enisuka kwindawo ezahlukileyo. Ingakumbi ke ningabantu abatsha niziqalela into yenu. Siyathemba into kubana izifiso eninazo. Kwaye ndiyarhalela ukwazi into bana mhlambe kwi future projects eninazo ingaba niyathanda into bana nise ibrand yenu internationally?
That's the idea, because you know one thing about in SA, we've got very unique food and it's culturally diverse. Because we manji with hot dogs, certain provinces prefer hot dogs.
Yeah.
The meat platter reminds certain people of home. Ikota reminds certain people of Ekhaya. So that's what we're trying to bring when we diversify different cultures, but still make it so South African, but sophisticated enough to be international and 5-star. So that's the plan.
So yeah, speaking of heading to international, but our plan to do that is normally we were during tourism festives. We do invite different stakeholders, right? Yeah. Like we said, we do food pop-ups, so we can look. Okay, there's festive coming up. Which hotspot? Where can we target people from abroad or maybe from other different countries? Then we present our meals to them, and if they like it, we know even when they go abroad, they'll follow us on socials and say there's this bunch of young people in South Africa. They're making good meals.
Yeah.
So that's how we do it, and we hopefully once we solidify our market, then we can do that.
Yes, from Ekhaya to the world.
From Ekhaya to the world.
Siyabulela kakhulu kwaye sinqonelela konke okuhle nokuba nisindwendwele apha ezibondiwe ngenene nyena zibonda hayi kuhle siyavuma enkosi kakhulu. Right, imbukeli weEkhaya Jikelele abo kaloku besincokola nabo nguye uChef Mushe ekhona kaloku not uChef Mushe kodwa uSiya unokhanya basuka pha kaloku eSilver Platter Restaurant besimnandisela mbukeli uyanibona into abana ndisaphethele inqathe dinelishwa ke kulilishwa mbukeli apha ekhaya kuba wena nje uzazityela ngamehlo thina sabe siqhuba apha estudio masithi qhwi siyobhatala amatyala ungayindawo siyabuya.